FNDG.
Thank you, sir. I take the opportunity to speak on the Young India Physical Education and Sports University of Telangana bill. We appreciate the initiative of the Telangana government to establish the university on physical education and sports with the objective of promoting Telangana sport ecosystem and enhance state and India presence on the global sports stage. I may point out that at present there are 24 colleges of physical education affiliated to the different state universities. The admission are done into BPED and MPED on the basis of physical education common entrance test PSET. All these colleges of physical education should be brought under the purview of the University of Physical Education and Sports, and presently the Sports Authority of Telangana run 8 sport institutions, including Telangana Government School, Sports School at Hakimpet and Adilabad, and Regional Sports School at Karimnagar, Regional Sports Hostel at Hanamkonda, and 4 sports academy, namely Cycling and Wrestling Academy at at Osmania University campus in Hyderabad, Volleyball Academy in Saronagar, Athletic Academy in Khammam, and Hockey Academy in Vanapati. In these 9 institutions, about 1200 boys and girls are provided intensive coaching in various experienced by coaches. All these existing institutes need to brought under the jurisdiction of University of Physical Education and Sports. The Sports Authority sports infrastructure include the GHMC Balayogi Stadium at Gachibowli and the shooting range at the University of Hyderabad campus. The earlier Telangana government had taken up the construction of a sports stadium in each assembly constituency in the phased manner in the state. Out of 119 assembly constituencies in the state, construction of sports stadium was taken up in 96 assemblies constituencies. However, in the GHMC area, the scheme has not been taken up in 23 assembly constituencies. I would like the government to complete the work in 96 assembly constituencies and sanction the sports stadium in the 23 assembly constituencies which are not covered under the scheme so far. On the specific of the bill, I would like to refer the section 13(1) relating to the tenure of office of Vice Chancellor. The subsection prescribes that the age for applying for the post of Vice Chancellor should not be exceed 70 years. Subsection 2 says that Vice Chancellor shall hold office for the term of these 3 years from the date of his or her appointment and shall be eligible for reappointment to that office for another one term for 3 years, provided his age is less than the prescribed age will be applying for the second term. I would suggest that the age of applying for the post of VC should not be more than 62 years so that the appointee can retire in the age of 65 years after serving 3 years terms. The financial memorandum of the bill point out that there will be a financial burden on the considered fund of Telangana due to the establishment of these universities. The capital expenditure is estimated at rupees 185 crores for upgrading the existing infrastructure including classrooms, office and other facilities. The operational expenditure is estimated at 45 crores over the first 3 years, including the salaries of the staff. The free it fix of 50,000 per student for 365 seats and the fees received will be 45.47 crores in the first 3 years. The total remaining fund of rupees 224.50 crore will be sourced from the private and state following. We have seen what has happened with the Young India Skill University in PPP mode. The government has accepted the proposal for the construction of campus of skill universities at the estimate cost of 200 crores as part of corporate social responsibility by the private construction firm, which during the regime of the previous government has secured contract worth thousands of crores from the government in the irrigation and power sector, and judicial inquiries have been ordered by the present government in the execution of these irrigation and power projects. The government has also accepted the donation of 100 crores from Adani Group, and subsequently the donation was declined after the intervention of the Congress High Command. When the state budget is reaching 3 lakh crore mark and the state has ambitious target to become the $1 trillion economy in the next decade, the funding requirement for the sports university of rupees 230 crores can be met from the state fund without seeking grant or donation from the private sector. Sir, I conclude my speech, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well moved, Venkat.